Hey, welcome to Common Comic Covers, an appreciation podcast for non-key comics. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Andy.
And we're Jeremy and Andy. Welcome, everybody. When we're recording this, it is officially the Ides of March. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh,
A lot of people think the Ides of March is March 15th. It's not. It's the first full moon.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So
It's a full moon tonight?
Yeah, it's a whole 10 days after everyone already did all the jokes. But it is a full moon, and speaking of full moons, we have we're going to start off with something special today.
Oh
yeah. So we talked a couple episodes ago. Andy went to Emerald City Comic Con and bought an original piece of artwork from David Mack. Go for it, Andy.
So this is an original piece of art from David Mack. This is Echo, and we got it framed.
I set it up so perfectly.
You did, but and it is gorgeous, and we are going to proudly hang it on our wall for forever.
So now what part of the house does that picture go into at your casa?
So we have a wall where we have some autographed stuff so we'll have it right in front of my daughter's bedroom.
Is this the hallway? It's in the hallway.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we have we have some suffragettes autographed stuff that I got Jeanette for Christmas one year, and then I have a Zach.
Would you suffragettes?
Suffragettes, yeah, isn't that they were pushing for women to be able to vote and
like women's suffrage?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of suffragettes.
Oh,
but you're probably right.
Maybe that's a band name. I don't know, but yeah, it's suffragettes. I thought it was suffragettes is a thing. Anyways, yeah.
I'm sorry that I slightly made fun of you and using a weird term because that's awesome.
Yeah, so we have a little area for us, and it'll go there. It'll be perfect, and it's really fun. I'm really happy. I can't wait for it to go up and just be there and be able to look at it every day.
That's awesome. Well, that's a fun way to start the show. But aside from an original David Mack, we have our common covers.
Yeah.
And I'm going to share with you something that I just read. And Andy, I think you just have some books you want to share with us. And then we're going to finish off tonight with some more brackets. It is March. And so this is our own March. It's copyrighted, so I just have to say March. This is our own March bracket. There we go.
Brackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be the 31st when this comes out, probably, or maybe the 30th. But yeah.
Sorry, man.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You go first.
Okay.
Because I showed something first.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so my common comic cover this week is Adventure Comics number 317.
Put it closer and talk.
Yeah. So this is from 1964. This is a Kurt Swan, of course. The Legionnaires have all been turned into children from the very first appearance of Nura Null, also known as Dream Girl. So this is her first appearance. And
first appearance of Dream Girl?
Of Dream Girl. This is a 2.0 graded from mycomicbookshop.com.
Oh, nice.
But a fun book, an easy book to have. I'd say it's probably a minor key with Dream Girl's first appearance, but I don't know. I just like it. It's got the kids, Dream Girl.
Yeah.
What happened to these Legionnaires? They've become children. Me want mommy. Look at pretty colors. Wah, me hungry. Yes, Superboy. The rays from this aura have changed them into lightning tot, bouncing baby, shrinking child, and ultra kid. And soon you'll be super infant. So look for a spinoff of Super Infant coming soon.
Yeah, yes. Just before Superboy, I love. Okay, first, did you tell the year it came out? Sorry,
1964.
64. That's neat. And now I can't remember what I was going to say I loved about it. But I did. The word bubbles. It's just, I love, those are so fun. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got?
When did you get that? Like, was that your last my comic book shop order? You had that in there? You snuck that in there without telling me?
Yeah, I got it fairly recently.
Okay.
I've been saving it.
All right, here's my number one.
Oh, you showed me this the other day. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm glad I went first.
This is Web of Mystery number 8. It is one of the more sought after covers in the series, probably the number one sought after one. There are 32 of these on the census. 32 of these. So there are like raw ones out there, but there's not, I don't think there's a lot of these around. It came out in April 52. I have a whole list of people that did art on the interior, but Lou Cameron did the art on the cover, and he also he did the art on the cover, and then he also and did some art on the interior. There have been 5 sales of this comic book in the last few years. The highest graded is a 7.0, and it sold, I think it was 2023, for $6,600. So this is a restored grade. So somebody like cut the edge, trimmed the edge, and there's like a little bit of color touch on it. I bought this on eBay, and it was listed wrong. I collect Web of Mystery, and so I just have an alert for any Web of Mysteries, and this was listed as Web of Mystery number 2. I think they may have been they must have been confused, but it was listed as number 2 instead of number 8. Number 2 is
maybe they meant Web of Mystery 2.0 because that's what it's graded.
Maybe, but that's
I feel like that's
they just yeah.
If they're selling comic books, I doubt they're making that mistake.
It was listed as Web of Mystery number 2 on their head, instead of Weber. Anyways,
I was just trying to give them a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't know. I got it. They had it listed wrong, and they had it as a buy it now for $200. And I made them an offer, and they said, no, we're going to wait. I said, okay. And then eventually they just dropped the price to $10 above what my offer was. And then I just bought it as soon as that happened. So,
and that book, that's not a cheap book. I think you got a good deal.
Yeah, I did. I'm really excited to have it in the collection, even though it's restored, but it looks nice. It looks great.
So when I don't want to, like, this could be a really long answer, but I mean, there are thousands of comic books.
Yeah.
How did you come across Web of Mystery? Like, enlighten me, because I'm always like, oh man, that's a really cool one. I've never seen that before. And this comic book has been out for,
crazy 70s. Weird man spider back here.
Yeah.
He's caught in a spider web.
Yeah. I can see Sam Ganji in the back there. trying to set Frodo loose.
You mean the skull? The skull.
Yeah, there you go. That's Sam and Frodo right there.
Yeah, Sam Frodo. So my great uncle collected comic books. I don't have any memories of my great uncle. The only surviving comic book that we know of from his collection was an Ace Comics horror comic book called The Beyond number 2, which I have a copy of that. So I have gone through and collected Ace Comics horror books, and just Ace Comics. I just collect Ace Comics.
So you look at the publisher,
and
kind of go from there. Okay.
Yeah. So I collect the publisher.
So what are your top 3 non-Marvel, non-DC publishers that you like to look at? Ace.
Ace, Fawcette, and Hillman, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Okay. Show me your other book.
Yeah. So what I'm reading. So this is a newer series. I'm a big Mark Russell fan. Not the comedian, the writer from the Portland area. And Mark Russell wrote a series. This is a 5-issue series called Rumpus Room. So there's 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Yeah, 4. Just 5 issues. They just came out. They're done. It's a gazillionaire, and if you ask him questions that he doesn't like, he sends you into this dungeon that he calls the Rumpus Room. And whenever someone new comes, someone else has to go, and then they squish whoever has to go down into face cream. It's a social commentary on partly just the absent-mindedness of billionaires, I guess. I don't know. I'm not wording that well, but anyway, always Mark Russell's always good for a depressing read on his social commentary and the end of the world. But he's always one of my favorites. I came across him when he wrote the Wonder Twins series a few years back.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember that was one of my favorite cartoons growing up, Super Friends, and I loved the Wonder Twins. And he wrote a Wonder Twins series, and I was like, okay, I'll get this. And then I went from there to Flintstones and Snagglepuss, and now anything that Mark Russell puts out, I buy. It's good stuff.
Yeah. So he went from writing like 70s, 60s cartoon comic books.
They just like he had the Flintstones story in his head and like the concept.
Yeah.
And then DC was like, hey, do you want to write a Flintstones run? And so he basically just took the concept that he already had and then just applied it to the Flintstones. I've listened to interviews before, and he said he didn't even really watch the Flintstones growing up. So it wasn't like he was like, oh, can I write the Flintstones? They just gave him the Flintstones, and he totally just took from there. It is, if you have not read Mark Russell's Flintstones, number one, it is not a Flintstones comic book. Like, it's not what you and I grew up with. But it is great. It questions God and religion and socioeconomic scales. And there's this great scene where, whenever like all the utensils are not utensils, the appliances are all animals.
Yeah.
And they all are really jealous of Dino.
Because he's a pet.
So he's a pet and I'm a vacuum cleaner. Like, how did that work? But anyway, it's a great read. And speaking of women's suffrage, it really has a good take on just how women are treated. So it's a social commentary, and it just has a bunch of different touch points. Wilma's an artist, but just cannot get recognized because she's a woman. So yeah, like it is not the Flintstones, but he just took the characters, but it fit perfectly. I guess I should have just shared my Flintstones comic books, but
those sound like great comic books.
Yeah. Well, and that, yeah. Anyway, I could talk about, we can have a Canadian Price variant and Mark Russell episode.
There you go. Yeah, that'd be fun.
So anyway, that was the Rumpus Room. It was a good read, quick read. You can sit 2 glasses of tea and you're done.
Well, all right.
Well, what are you showing us? Something you bought or something you read? What do you got?
So this is something you don't know about. I don't think I told you about it.
Oh,
but it is super satisfying.
David Mack's in the room. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Frogman Comics #1. Now, this is this. So I previously bought a Frogman Comics #1. It was
moldy, right?
Moldy. Yeah. So I had to send it back. This one was. This is a UK edition. So it is very different from the US version. Same cover, but it is 68 pages. It is a thick book.
Oh my gosh. What grade is it?
It is a 7.0.
Wow.
The highest graded US edition is a 7.0. The highest graded UK edition is a 7.0. The only graded UK edition is this book here.
And you
This
got it.
is the only one. I got it for so cheap. But then there's shipping from the UK, and it was, anyways, I ended up paying like $150 for it. But if you look at the 7.0 in the US edition, it's like $450 book. So super thrilled to have
Now,
this.
what are there extra books in there? Why is it so thick?
Yeah. There are extra stories, yes. I haven't.
I mean, I guess that was the obvious one, but sometimes with the British comic books, so they're going to reprint like number 1 and 2 in the same book or something like that. So is that what what's going on?
I don't know what exactly is in there additionally. I did it has been scanned, so it is in the Comic Book Plus. You can read it on Comic Book Plus. But I didn't look at that. I was just like, wait. For me, I was like, wait, was the other one large like this? And I looked, and it was not. So
did you not know it was? You knew it was the British version.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Now,
but I was
so on the cover. Who is that guy? Headless? What am I looking at?
No.
Which one's Frogman?
They're all frogmen. They're like people with. Do you know frogmen are like people that like have like scuba tanks and stuff? This is like slang term for scuba.
It doesn't say frogmen. It says frogman.
Oh, so which one's the man?
Yeah, which one's Frogman?
I don't think they have a frogman. I don't know. But yeah, this is like it's an underwater net to keep submarines out.
I wasn't trying to ask hard questions. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I don't think there is a frogman. It's just frogman. It focuses on frog men. So, but there's a submarine in the background here, and there's someone trying to cut the net, and there's someone here trying to prevent them from cutting the net.
Okay.
So, like to protect harbors, to protect ships, they used to put like mesh metal nets in the harbor to keep the submarines out, so submarine couldn't blow up all your warships. This is during the Korean War. Yeah, I think that's it. They don't know exactly who did the cover. They think it was Mike Sikowski. But they don't know for sure. Yeah, but I'm super excited. I don't care this is the UK edition. I wouldn't care if it was the US edition. I'm just excited to have a Frogman #1. It's just happened.
What year is that one?
This is 1952. I think it's the same as the US edition.
Okay.
Frogman Comics only came out in 52 and 53. And this is 52. There's no month associated with this publication. It's just 52. So,
awesome.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm super happy. I have Frogman 1, 2, 3, and 4 now, and then I have 8, 11, and I think it ends at 12. So
okay, you're almost there.
Yeah, getting close. This is a fun run.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
Do I have anything else?
I mean, I know you do, but
I have a question for you, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Would you rather have this comic book?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see that. That's Fantastic Four #1.
Yeah, Fantastic Four #1.
Okay, or
let's see, or just another small, non-important book.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So Showcase presents #4, the first appearance of Flash and the beginning of the Silver Age for DC, and then the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four was the beginning of the Marvel Silver Age. First appearance of Fantastic Four.
Okay, so they're both
man.
they're both of equal value.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to make this personal.
Okay.
Those are both awesome.
These are personal questions.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a personal answer.
Great.
No, like it's funny. Coincidentally, the other day, so I have all those. I have a bunch of those essential, essential Hulk, essential Silver Surfer, those big, thick, the collections that collect them. So
black and white reprints.
Yeah. Thank you. So I have the Fantastic Four one, and one of my sons, I just buy him random dollar bin comic books. And the other day, he's going through a Defenders. He bought with his own money volumes 1, 2, and 3 of the Defenders. He's read. Wow. He has read so many Defenders comic books. It's like, wow, buddy, I'm impressed. And so he just kind of bounces around. But the other day, he goes, Dad, I really like the Fantastic Four. Oh. And I think I told you this. He said we should, I'd really like to collect the run of Fantastic Four. And I'm like, ooh, that's tough. Number one's pretty expensive. And he goes, well, if we just sell your collection and then he said, and Andy's collection.
And Uncle Andy's.
And then we could buy. I go, well, if we included Andy's collection, we might be able to buy a decent run.
I get someplace. Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go, oh man, that's a tough one, but I'm going to go Fantastic Four number one.
Number one, yeah. The cool thing with Fantastic Four number one is there is a Golden Age reprint. This is a few years later, and you can get a
Golden Age reprint later?
Sorry. Golden Age, a Golden Record.
Yeah. Like less than 10 years later.
Yeah, it was like 4 years later, something like that.
Something like that. Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, and that is an affordable option that I think is really great. I personally would enjoy having. They have many great comic books that have Golden Record reprint. Yeah,
so I'm not even going to ask you. I know the answer to this one.
Yeah, I'd be the Flash.
Yeah,
I have to do the Flash.
I think you actually even asked your wife. And you were probably like semi-joking, but semi-serious about selling the house to purchase.
Yeah, I was joking. It's always. I don't think we'd have to sell a house, but to get a copy. But yeah, there was like a 9. There's a really high grade 9.6 graded. One.
Yeah, from Heritage.
And it went for
900.
Yeah, but like way less than I thought I would have gone for. I would have. Yeah, if I was a bazillionaire, I'd be like, I'll give that up.
Yeah, instead of keeping people in the basement, I'd just buy comic books.
Keep those in the basement.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good one though. That was not an easy one. Yeah, I think if you would ask me a month ago, I might have said something different, but. I'm happy. I'm sticking to Fantastic Four number one. Hey, if you're watching this, put in the comments which one are you taking? If they're equal value, so their condition it might be different, but they're equal value. Which one are you taking? Showcase presents number 4. And then Fantastic Four number one. I like it. That was a good one.
Yeah, I can't wait to.
So now
the bracket. Yeah.
So now next week are we going Fantastic Four versus was it Hulk number one? I can't remember.
Yeah, no, you did pick Hulk number one, but next week will be a surprise.
Oh, it's a different. Okay, we're still in the Elite Eight.
We have not. We're in the Sweet 16 still, or we're 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, we're still in the Elite Eight. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
All right, it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, all right. I think that about does it, Andy. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Andy, and as Ringo Starr says, peace, love, peace, love.